Hello everyone, this is Joey the Veiled Cottage Witch, and we're doing another episode of One Card in 4 Decks. We are at the Two of Swords, and this card gets a lot of flack. But after studying it for years, I've learned to look at it at very different ways. But before we get into that, a little bit about myself. If you're new to my channel, I'm a tarot enthusiast and mentor. I am also an herbalist and a metaphysical practitioner. Among other things, I'm also a folk witch. So I've got a lot of things that I do. I'm very much a journeyman as far as it comes to magic and the occult. I love to teach above all else. So this is kind of what my channel is all about. If you're new, this is what I do. So this series is all about looking at the Rider-Waite Tarot and comparing it to other decks. This is mainly for clarity on how to interpret other decks. If you are graduating from the Rider-Waite Smith deck, or if this is not your thing, this helps you to try to interpret other decks that are outside the box. So without further ado, let's talk about the crystal of this card. I have chosen the clear quartz and the double tourmalated clear quartz. So the reason I chose the clear quartz is for clarity. This card to me is all about trying to reach that clarity. And since it's the two and since it's the swords, I thought the double tourmalated clear quartz, this tiny little guy, would be perfect, as the Two of Swords has 2 points as well. So there you go. So let's talk about the symbolism in the Rider-Waite Smith deck. So we have the crescent moon here. So we don't have the full moon shining the full light on things, okay? We have a figure here blindfolded, and they are holding 2 swords, balancing them across each other. And then we have kind of choppy waters behind them. So initially, at first glance, this card might be, I don't want to decide. I am blind to it, and, I don't want to, I'm blocking out the world, and I'm not wanting to, initially this would be choice number 1, choice number 2. I'm not wanting to decide which one of these I'm choosing, and so I'm choosing neither. This is what I initially thought, this is one of the standard traditional definitions. Having experience with this card and having it come up and interpreting in many different ways, I've come to see that this card to me has changed. To me, this is knowing that you have to make a decision if this is thought. Remember, we talked about the swords being thought and intellect and communication. If these are 2 different thoughts, I'm going to block out the world, say I'm going to meditate about it, going to contemplate in silence. I'm going to block out the world in order to make the best decision. I'm going to go within, kind of like the hermit does. And we'll talk about that when we get to the major arcana. I am going to block out the busyness represented by the choppy waters. I'm not going to listen to what anybody else has to say. I am going to go within and I am going to think this thoroughly. I'm going to contemplate. I'm going to meditate. And I don't want anybody else's opinion. This is my decision alone to be made. So that's kind of what I see in the Two of the Swords. Twos are all about duality, as we can see that is happening here. And twos are also about balance, and we see that happening here as she's balancing both swords. So that's the Two of Swords in a nutshell. So let's see what the other decks have to say and interpret. So we've got the Wildwood Tarot, one of my new favorites. And wow, we definitely have that duality and balance here. And we have the Two of Arrows, injustice. So we have a woman here. She is pregnant. The Two of Arrows here. She's got arrow here, mimicking the Two of Swords here. And then we have the scales. We have a feather. And then we have coins. So we're balanced out here. And she has her foot on the bow. She's making a huge decision here. But in her mind, she has reached that balance. So she has made her choice. Now, as far as that keyword injustice, perhaps she is making this decision due to the injustice she has felt that she has been bestowed upon. So I really like this interpretation. Yeah, it's interesting that she is pregnant, as she appears to be. So yeah, we've got the duality, we've got the balance. I believe the choppy waters are probably internal because of the injustice. My interpretation. Please tell me your thoughts in the comments below. I really like having that conversation. Yeah, please tell me your thoughts. Okay, now we're going to move to the Witch's Garden Tarot. I love this. We've got the ivy all around here. And if you watched my last episode of the Ace of Swords, when we talked about the Deviant Moon Tarot, the sword that she was holding had ivy wrapped around it, and I thought that was like super cool. So here we have ivy all around her, and I feel like she's reached that solitude. She has found an area that no one is bothering her. She's got her swords just like the Rider-Waite Smith, but she has found a little place of solitude to go within, and she is contemplating and meditating and making that decision without anybody's opinion. I mean, I think maybe the choppy waters are probably the ivy, So I like this interpretation because she is all alone. No one's bothering her. She's making this decision without anyone's help. That's beautiful. Really like that interpretation. And then here we have the Raven's Dream Tarot. This is super interesting. So my friend Ashley, shout out, I hope you're watching. She has asked, when she saw this card, she was like, okay, you have to talk about this card because what? And I said, yes, we will. When we get to the Two of Swords, I promise to talk about this card. So shout out to Ashley. If you're watching, I love you, my sweetheart. You are one of my favorite students. I loved having you in Tarot 101. All right. So let's talk about this card. There are absolutely no call outs whatsoever. So this one took me a minute, and I had to do some meditation and I had to do some contemplation, but I got it. So first, let's talk about the snake. At first I didn't see it, but this is a snake. And this is the Raven's Dream Tarot. So this is a dream scenario. So the raven is caught in the snake's mouth. All right. We are caught in a difficult situation where we have to make a decision. The raven has to make a decision. Is it going to get caught or is it going to fly free? Its talons are, or its claws rather, are trying to hold open this mouth. And we can even equate the teeth of the fangs of the snake as the two swords. The butterflies here could be the blindfolds. So, and then we see this bird cage with a heart in it. And then we see two strings coming down. This is containing the heart. And the heart pulling at these strings, because it's going right into the heart of that raven. This decision that this raven has to make is very, very personal and intimate for this raven. This is a biggie, big decision. It means very much, it's an emotional decision. And it's in the bird cage because the heart is very guarded. The raven's heart is very guarded. It doesn't want to be hurt. So that is my kind of interpretation of this card. And it took me a while, you guys. It took me a while. So please tell me your thoughts. Please tell me your thoughts. I mean, the cage is open, so they're vulnerable. This isn't a dream. You're very vulnerable in your dreams, right? So, Ashley, this is for you. I hope you appreciate it. Let me know down in the comments. Please let me know your thoughts. Add to, take away, what, please let me know. And also let me know what you guys interpret the Two of Swords in your decks. So that was the Two of Swords in the Rider-Waite Smith, in the Wildwood Tarot, in the Witch's Garden Tarot, and in the Raven's Dream Tarot. I'll have these decks down in the description box, as well as my website where you can sign up for a class, a service, a reading, and purchase my herbal products. Please give this video a like. Please subscribe if you're interested in more of this content. I will be also doing a full moon in Virgo reading. And that's about it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Live your best life and live for yourself. I'll see you in the next one.